The judge in the Jay-Z Diddy case, Judge Torres, has just humiliated Jay-Z in court. Humiliated Jay-Z in court. And get this, he actually had bars.
So the civil lawsuit against Jay-Z doesn't seem so black and white anymore, because a judge recently scolded Jay-Z's attorneys in court and denied their request to have the alleged victim's name be revealed.
A legal case involving music icon Jay-Z has gripped the public's attention, becoming a focal point of heated debate in both the media and legal circles. The case, overseen by U.S. District Judge Anais Torres, centers on allegations brought forward by an anonymous plaintiff, a woman who claims she was assaulted by Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs at an MTV after-party in 2000 when she was just 13 years old. As the legal battle unfolds, it has highlighted issues of privacy, accountability, and courtroom ethics. In October, a lawsuit was filed by a woman referred to as Jane Doe accusing Jay-Z, legal name Sean Carter, and Sean Combs of sexually assaulting her at an after-party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. The plaintiff claims she was intoxicated and rendered incapacitated before being assaulted. She alleges that other attendees, including a celebrity who stood by and watched, failed to intervene. The details of the case are harrowing. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe was taken to a location after the awards ceremony, offered a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded, and then needed to lie down. It was during this time she alleges that Carter and Combs entered the room and took turns assaulting her. These claims paint a disturbing picture of the events that night and have reignited broader discussions about power dynamics and accountability in the entertainment industry. Judge Anais Torres recently ruled that Jane Doe could proceed anonymously, at least in the early stages of the case. Her decision was based on the sensitive nature of the allegations and the potential harm to the plaintiff if her identity were revealed prematurely. This ruling sparked debate about balancing the public's interest in transparency with the plaintiff's right to privacy, particularly in cases involving high-profile defendants. In her 5-page brief, Judge Torres emphasized that the public's curiosity does not outweigh the plaintiff's right to protection. The weight of factors such as the highly sensitive and extremely personal nature of the claim tips in favor of allowing the plaintiff to remain anonymous at this stage, she wrote. However, she left the door open to revisiting this decision as the case progresses. Jane Doe's anonymity is not just a legal formality, but a vital safeguard. Advocates argue that allowing plaintiffs to remain anonymous in such cases encourages other victims to come forward, especially when powerful individuals are involved. However, critics suggest that anonymity could lead to false allegations that are difficult to refute publicly, highlighting the delicate balance courts must navigate. The ruling was a setback for Jay-Z's legal team, led by attorney Alex Spio, who had filed multiple motions to expedite the case's dismissal and reveal the plaintiff's identity. Judge Torres sharply criticized these actions, calling them a waste of judicial resources and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. She highlighted the
combative tone and inflammatory language used in Spiro's filings, which included personal attacks on the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby. Spiro's approach has drawn scrutiny beyond this case in a separate legal matter. Federal prosecutors accused him of attempting to adjudicate cases in the court of public opinion rather than the courtroom, a strategy they described as undermining the judicial process. Judge Torres's critique of SPEO underscores a broader conversation about the ethics of legal representation, particularly when representing influential clients. While Jane Doe's anonymity is preserved, her claims have come under intense scrutiny. Discrepancies in her account, including inconsistencies about the alleged event's location and the presence of specific individuals, have raised questions about her credibility. For instance, she initially stated that members of the band Good Charlotte were witnesses to the assault. However, records show that the band was performing in Chicago on the night of the 2000 BMAS, making their attendance at the party impossible. The plaintiff also claimed her father drove 5 hours to pick her up from New York City after the incident, but when contacted by the media, her father stated he had no recollection of making such a trip. Despite these challenges, Jane Doe remains steadfast in her allegations, arguing that the inconsistencies do not undermine the core truth of her story. Jane Doe has also highlighted a tattoo on one of the alleged as evidence supporting her claims. However, this detail has been contested with Jay-Z's legal team presenting evidence that refutes her description. These inconsistencies have fueled skepticism, but have not deterred Jane Doe from pursuing her case, demonstrating the complexities involved in litigating decades-old allegations. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in the strongest terms, describing them as a baseless attempt at blackmail. In a statement, he accused Busby of unethical behavior, alleging that Busby sent a demand letter designed to pressure him into settling. "This is a blackmail attempt," Jay-Z said. "The nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion." He added, "If these allegations are true, I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whoever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" This statement encapsulates Jay-Z's strategy to challenge the allegations head-on while framing his accusers as opportunists seeking financial gain. It's a bold move that could resonate with his supporters, but risks alienating others who view the statement as dismissive of serious claims. Attorney Tony Busby, representing Jane Doe, has become a polarizing figure in the case, known for handling high-profile misconduct cases. Busby has faced accusations of using publicity to sway public opinion. Jay-Z's legal team filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of attempting to extort money through unfounded claims. In response, Busby denied the allegations and doubled down on his commitment to representing victims. Busby's firm has also claimed to represent over 100 alleged victims of Sean Combs, with additional lawsuits expected. He has stated that many of the cases involve minors and span over 3 decades, alleging a pattern of systemic abuse and misconduct within the entertainment industry. Despite these controversies, Busby has garnered support for his unwavering representation of alleged victims. Supporters argue that his aggressive approach is necessary to counter the significant influence and resources of defendants like Jay-Z and Sean Combs. This case is not happening in isolation. It's part of a broader reckoning within the entertainment industry, where allegations of misconduct against powerful figures have come to light. The Me Too movement and other advocacy efforts have emboldened victims to share their stories, prompting a re-evaluation of accountability and power dynamics. The decision to allow Jane Doe to remain anonymous reflects this changing landscape. Courts are increasingly recognizing the importance of protecting plaintiffs in sensitive cases, particularly when high-profile defendants are involved. However, this trend also raises concerns about potential misuse of anonymity, as critics argue it could lead to frivolous or false claims as the case progresses. Key questions remain unresolved. Will the inconsistencies in Jane Doe's account undermine her claims? Will Judge Torres's decision to protect her identity hold? And how will the public perceive the roles of Jay-Z, Tony Busby and others involved? For Jay-Z, the case represents a significant challenge to his reputation and legacy. For Jane Doe, it's an opportunity to seek justice for alleged wrongs endured decades ago. And for the legal system, it's a test of its ability to fairly adjudicate cases involving sensitive allegations and high-profile defendants. With each new development, the legal battle continues to captivate public attention, shining a spotlight on critical issues of privacy, credibility, and accountability. As the story unfolds, it serves as a stark reminder of the complexities inherent in seeking justice in the modern era. The allegations against Jay-Z and Sean Combs are part of a broader pattern of scrutiny faced by